light, and love to all. Peace, light, and love to all. Listen, today I'm not really holding back, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot that I've been suppressing myself, and not just for myself, but the whole collective. We all need to talk about these things, and especially if you're holding this in, you know. First off, regarding, pedophilia, rape, what's happening to these children, to the women that's being trafficked. Like, I'm not sure if you all know this right now, but this country right here that you live in, the US of A, is the lead in child trafficking, the lead in pedophilia. You have to understand, you have to understand that this is all by design. And I'm going to tell you another truth. Most of these children are melanated. And I know that it doesn't matter what color they are. But because of what's going on in this world right now, that's the main reason. Understand? Like, they're going after melanated kids for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because once you look deeper into what it actually means to have melanin, you'll understand the significance of why you and your children are being targeted. The women, the children, you're a target regardless if you don't know it or not. It's real. It's very real. Now, generational curses is the title of this, this live, and it's for a reason. It's for the women and the children, specifically the women, because you have to understand it's the mothers who basically are living with all of this pain, with all of this trauma from their childhoods, from either their parents, their dads, their uncles, cousins, whatever it might be, that did them wrong, as a child or whatever, however old you were. It doesn't even have to be a kid. You can be grown and still experience these things, understand? Because we all know in the real world, these things happen on a daily basis. Now, we're here to combat this. We want to release all of these things that are hurting us, that's hurting us, that's hurting our children. And we're not sweeping this under the rug anymore. If you're coming into the live, man, and if you actually here for the right reasons, I ask that you like and share it, man. That's it, that's all, understand? But sincerely, no more delays, no more wasting time. We gotta do this for the kids. We gotta do this for the women if they wanna grow. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing I'm always gonna keep clear is that the people that receive these messages, or just take a minute to stop, if they can get outside themselves, I ask you not to worry about the messenger and just listen to the message. You know what I'm saying? Because this needs to be talked about. Now, if you wish to break your own generational curses and you're having trouble along the way, I need you to understand something. If you're not being honest about everything that you've endured, now don't get me wrong. You don't have to go out and do what I did and just publicly tell everything about, what, happened to you. That's not what you have to do. You have to acknowledge your pain in order to move past it. You have to acknowledge it. For real. I'm not telling you, well, honestly, it would make me happy if you could be able to tell your truth. Not just tell your truth, require judgment. You don't have to go out there and do anything to anybody, because when you got divine presence, when you're working with the divine, the mother, the father, the source, all you gotta do is give your worries, your pain. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to your higher self. You know what I'm saying? It's real. It's real. It's very real. It's called divine justice. You don't need a court system to do what God is going to do for you. You don't need none of this. I'm telling you. It's very real. You give it to your ancestors, man. You give it to your guides. You give it to your angels. You give it to your highest self, because they know what to do with all your pain. They know what to do with it. Now, I'm talking about these things because, we as people, we have a hard time dealing with what really afflicts us, especially as children. You know what I'm saying? Especially as children. Now, if you are a mother, right, and you have children, I don't really care about the age, but if you have children and they come to you and they're begging you to just listen and they're pleading with you about your spouse, about your boyfriend, or whatever it may be. It could be even your husband, because you got sickos out here. They're really sick. You know what I'm saying? Being myself, you have to understand, because I keep a lot of stuff in don't mean I don't know. Like when you're dealing with this type of frequency, people, they just naturally open up to you about their deepest, darkest secrets, man, and their soul needs to release it. So when they're in the presence of someone on a different frequency, that their frequency, their soul, their spirit feels safe enough to be vulnerable in, it takes the opportunity. It's gonna take its chances. You know what I'm saying? You can't really control that. Now I can give you an example of how this works. Now, this is maybe a month or two ago. I'm still in New York at this time, in Buffalo. Now, at this time, I'm just going to a store. I was still smoking cigarettes at the time, so I'm going to the store to buy some cigarettes, and I run into an old, I guess you can call him a colleague, because we were in the same lane. We were doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't see it coming. I can be honest with you about this, and I'm not giving no names because I don't. That's not what I do. I don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? So please don't ask. But anyway, moving on with the story. I'm in the store, I'm ordering some food amongst, grabbing me a pack of cigarettes. And I don't know, I sensed something. I sensed he wanted to say something to me, but we was doing the same stuff, and we were basically, I guess you can call them, we were competition, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was on one block and I'm on another, and we in the same lane, but he was just going through it. My energy could feel it, man. And I went against, my ego, which is what we have to do. I went against my ego, and, I talked to him. I'm like, yo, is everything okay? And instantly his eyes told me he verbally couldn't tell me. His eyes told me he was in pain. You know what I'm saying? How you guys doing? Riri? Lotto, man. Love. Man, come on, man. For real, man. I know you remember the early TikTok joints, but I'm gonna continue with the story. Like, I sensed the pain in his eyes, the desperation. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't expecting him to tell me what he told me next, which was, something that I actually went through, when I was hustling. But what he said to me kind of blew my mind, and that was just another confirmation of, my frequency, of my energy, what it was, capable of. Love, family, love. I appreciate you, man. I always did, even when I was younger, for real, sincerely. But yeah, he basically was just saying that, man, he don't know what's going on in his life, and how his woman just did him, and he's used to riding, high, right? Got a lot of money, respectfully, even though it was competition, I never move like that. Now, if you know anybody who know me, they'll tell you the same thing. But I'm not here for that. I'm keep going with the story. He was just like, man, no matter how much I'm building, I keep hitting a point to where I can't get past it. And I wasn't smiling to basically, disrespect his feelings. I started smiling because it just reminded me of everything that I was going through, that I went through. You know what I'm saying? It sounded just like me. Like, you hit a mark, you can't get past $15,000 or something, or like whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was experiencing the same things that I was experiencing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can build all of this money up, but you can't get past a certain level. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I can't help it at this point. I'm like, man, that's God, man. He's making sure you can't win this way. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, when you do feel like you're winning, you might be able to buy you a little caddy, put some feet in it, put some beats in it, stunt, get you a little bit of attention. But where is that getting you? You feel me? And this is what I had to deal with myself internally, because you have to understand, hustling is more addictive than the drugs you selling. It's more addictive than, I'm telling you, it's extremely hard to get away from that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, if you using and you selling, which is what was typically doing. Pills was my thing, man. Shit, back when I was in my early 20s, man, I was sniffing. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem being honest with anybody, because I've dealt with myself. I've dealt with my shadows. You understand? But yes, truth. Anybody who's been following me already know this anyway. But getting back to my story, it blew my mind. It blew my mind. It really did. That a person that I know from my past, he didn't mess with me like that, but he's able to just basically be vulnerable with tears in his eyes, and he's looking for me to give him, some clarification on how to get past what's blocking him. But he's not going to understand that he's blocking himself. He's not understanding that most likely he's chosen, and God is making sure you can't succeed on this road. That's how it's crazy and beautiful, man, and it's trippy at the same time. But God did that for me and him at the same time. It was crazy. Because after he said it, he looked at me like, what the, did I just say to this dude? Yeah, it was crazy. I can't make this up. But you know what, I wish him peace, man. And if he should ever see this video or, this live or whatever, man, he know who I'm talking about. But, respectfully, I'm not going to put, who it is out there, because that's not necessary, and that's just not how I move anyway. But just, giving you guys an example of what higher frequency does, when you can actually tap into it. Now, yeah, definitely a fact. I'm not ashamed of anything that I've gone through in my past. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go on my page, you can see my videos, man. I share it all. I do. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really doing that for anybody other than, my highest good, because I was a person in my way, not anybody outside of me. And I consistently said that, which is truth, We gotta admit this to ourselves. The only thing that's in our way is us. Facts. But like I said, I said all of that just to create relevance on, especially women. I'm not being funny, I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? Women, they are naturally more adept to becoming vulnerable in the right setting. You just have to create it. Now, they'll literally tell you their deepest and darkest secrets, man. And I'm not saying you do this to obtain that, because that would be kind of dark. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you have to radiate at the right frequency. And naturally, your frequency, your vibration will let their soul, their spirit know that they are safe to be themselves. They are safe. They can relax. They can be still. They can be present. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of space we have to create, not just for ourselves, but our entire collective. We have to create a space of peace, of stillness, of presence, stillness, warmth, protection. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I grew up in Lackawanna, and Buffalo in my childhood. But Lackawanna, even though it had its many, inconsistencies, it had its beauty as well. And this I can't make up, because in my childhood out there, it was crazy. It was, man, chaotic. It was traumatic. It was full of, a lot of negativity, but it was also filled with a lot of beauty. Like, sincerely, especially in that neighborhood that I was raised in, the projects, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was camaraderie. It was community. You know what I'm saying? The parents actually looked out for other people's kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go get by another parent, and they would bring you right home and then tell you, and it would be accepted because, regardless or not, if anybody wanted to admit it, man, we was all family, man. We might have fought every day. We might have did this every day, but we was family, man. When it went down, man, the hood would get together to, combat whatever was coming our way. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of what I went through as a child out there, man, I love that. I used to love playing mudder gutter in that parking lot, playing football, man, with the whole hood, man. Like, it was fun, man. It was fun. For real. We was never in the house. We was always out there, man. Where the kids would be out there, man, until whatever, and be safe. The parents ain't gotta go crazy because they know that their kids are safe. But we don't have that now. Now, I'm not even gonna hold you, man. I'm a different type of parent. I don't lie to my sons. I don't lie to my kids, man. I don't, man. I keep it a buck with them. And I'm gonna also teach them how to defend themselves, physically or legally. I'm gonna teach mine. My kids learn how to shoot, man, very young. I'm not playing. My point is that I shouldn't have to feel like that. I shouldn't have to teach my kids how to, use guns. I shouldn't have to do that. Like, okay, yeah, teach them how to fight and defend themselves, but man, I'm in fear of, somebody coming at my children the wrong way and I'm not being able to defend themselves. So my son telling me he going to high school and you got people threatening your life or whatever, man, listen, here, take this, and if man, listen, my son ain't stupid. They were trained like the right way. They were, I taught them the right way. You know what I'm saying? And thank God, nothing ever happened from it. But I'm never going to send my babies out into this disgusting, chaotic cesspool of a world unprepared, and unable to protect themselves. Man, we have no understanding what's really out here in these people, what they really battling with, why they doing what they doing to these kids, man. Why they doing what they doing to their own children, man. Come on. You know how many family members of mine that I've heard that uncles, brothers, cousins, whatever, man, they're all molesters, they Chester ass niggas. Excuse my language, but that's what it is. They Chesters, man. For real, man. Generational curses, man. If we don't break these curses, these babies are going to continue to suffer in every bloodline. Every bloodline, I don't care what family you come from, your family deals with this too. You can act like it's not true, but I'm here to tell you, that ain't gonna fly around here. Truth only, please, and thank you. Sincerely. Excuse me, damn, that's some good ass tea. But yeah, sincerely, man, you gotta protect these kids, man, not just the teenagers, man. Why do you think this suicide thing is at an all-time high? And that's not a coincidence either, man. Y'all letting these kids be distracted by all of these video games, all of these crazy apps that's basically giving your kids, to the pedophiles. To the pedophiles. Y'all just advertising your kids to the pedophiles. Oh, let me go get some Roblox and buy this and buy that, dress up my character and post pictures of your baby on these internet, knowing it's a cesspool for pedophilia, man. Child trafficking. Come on, man. Wake up. Now, I'm starting to feel like the parents got something to do with this because it's happening so much. Come on, man. You got CPS out here taking people kids, man. Selling kids. No, I'm not gonna shy away from that topic either, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to consistently tell the truth, man. I do my research, man. Not to mention, I have insight. I'm not saying none of this stuff for no reason, man. They're coming for these babies for a reason. Now, how many times are we gonna just let motherfuckers move pedophiles right out the system to your neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? Right now, down the street from your school, your kid's school. You know what I'm saying? Look on the app, man. See how many is on your street, let alone in your neighborhood, man. You're surrounded by them, and you're not even paying attention to it. And then when your kid come up missing, oh my God, what happened? Dude, wake up, man. It's not nobody else's fault but yours, man. Because you had the chance to be vigilant. You had the chance to be aware. But you chose to ignore the truth. Now the truth is biting you in your ass. It's just how it goes. Excuse my French, but it is what it is. Truth. Consistent truth. These babies, man. They're targets, man. They're coming for your children, man. And they're not going to stop. Why do you think they got the man at your house, man? They're gonna make you docile with Section 8 and all of this dumb shit that ain't gonna help nobody get off their ass. Y'all sitting up here collecting food stamps and all of this dumb shit ain't gonna help you. It's gonna keep you dependent on the system. Come on, man. Wake up. You wanna keep dependent on the system and still have to struggle at the end of the month? Make it make sense. They're not even taking care of you fully. Man, come on, family, man. Tell them something, man. Tell them something, because they're not listening. They're not listening. But you know what? I'm not here, man. I'm not here to force anything, man. I'm here to spread awareness, to wake the, man, what people are ignoring. I'm waking. Man, listen, I want to talk about it all, man. Like, man, why the suicide rate just basically quadrupled in the last 2 years alone for teens, man? You think this is a coincidence? They coming for your kids, man. They got kids thinking they girls is boys and boys is girls, man, and they doing it. They teaching your kids in elementary school, man. They're not even giving your kids a choice, man. They're trying to shove it down their throat and have them accept it. You wouldn't even notice if some parents was, like if they wasn't on top of this stuff, like actually paying attention to the kids when they come home from school and asking them how their day was. Y'all so stuck on stupid that y'all get mad at these kids for being stuck on these games, these apps and these cell phones and these PlayStations and Xboxes. You know what I'm saying? All y'all do is sit in front of these distractions. And then y'all get mad when these kids ain't got no common sense. They ain't got no social skills. Nothing. It's you. You can't blame your kids for what the hell you're giving to them, what you're feeding them. Because you're allowing it. Come on, man. It's the reason why 90s kids and 80s kids got, man, listen, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just being honest, man. If you was born in the 70s, 80s, 90s, man, listen, you a different type of breed. And I'm just me being honest again. For real. We was outside, man. We was outside experiencing life, man. Having fun, man. It's not your fault at all, 100% because, again, it's from birth, man. As soon as they pull you out your mother's womb, they smack you on your ass. Another curse, man. That's not how birthing is supposed to be. These hospitals are doing this on purpose. And the moment you sign this birth certificate, you're handing your kids over to the state. You don't even own your kids. They're not yours. The moment you sign the birth certificate. Truth, man. Truth. You have to understand, man. These kids are so much more than we think they are. God is furious with each and every single one of us because we keep turning our face, we keep turning our cheek, we keep, not paying attention to what's really going on, man. Like all of those kids and from Mexico, man, that are being abducted, man, that were just found in them containers, man, in Texas, man. The kids that was just hundreds of kids that was found in Texas, man. And they might have caught a few, pedophiles and traffickers, but you have to understand, those are just low-level workers, man. Do you understand who's really involved with this stuff? Who's controlling it? It's the people that you are idolizing in Hollywood, man. It's the motherfucking doctors that's doing Brazilian butt lifts and the judges, man. They're all ordering kids for dessert, man. It's the actors, man. I'm sorry, man. It's the truth. It's your celebrities, man. They're the ones that's putting adrenochrome all on their skin, thinking that it's gonna make them youthful. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I guess this really works. I mean, they're doing it for a reason, right? They're torturing kids. They're torturing kids, man. Like brutally torturing kids. Because in order to get their adrenochrome out of the child's body, they have to induce a traumatic state of fear, which is what cortializes, it basically cortializes. I'm pronouncing it wrong. Excuse me right now, but my mind is, when I care about something, I can't really control my emotions or how I deliver it, and I'm not apologizing because I am who I am. But this is something that I can't help but care about. Understand? Like when you are a child that was abused yourself, whether it be physically, sexually or mentally, it all matters and it all hurts. It's all very detrimental to a child's psyche, and it will follow them for the rest of their life if they don't know how to combat and deal with it. For real, man. You're basically destroying these kids before they even have a chance to succeed. Teenage years, man, and they're already halfway giving up, man. If there was anything like me at 12 years old, I probably attempted suicide 3 times before 12, just being honest. I care because I'm supposed to. I can't help that. Now I know a lot of you are, just numb to what's going on, man. But you have to understand. How you doing, Sweat? But you have to understand, man. When you're avoiding, when you're not, giving this attention, when you're ignoring it, you're also being a participant in the evil. You're participating if you're not doing something, if you're not speaking up for these kids. You know what I'm saying? You might as well be the one that's doing what they doing to them. You know what I'm saying? Behind these closed doors, quote unquote, man. I said this some time ago, man, that people are gonna start losing themselves even more, man. I wasn't saying it to incite fear. I have to be honest. So when we're not dealing with these generational curses, we are passing them on to our children. So like if you're dealing with your child being like a weird creepo, you know it. You as well. Sincerely, man, when you're not dealing with your own internal noise, when you're not dealing with your shadow, yourself, what you're doing is you're passing it on to the next in line, your children. So if you have not protected or created a safe foundation for your children to thrive in, to learn and grow and prosper the right and productive way, what you're doing is you're keeping them in more of a cycle than you are, because the frequencies are getting higher, and as they get higher, more of these internal demons are going to be, they're coming out, man, and people are not dealing with it. They're not healing, so it's basically taking over, which is why you're going to have more fights, more hoes, more cheats, more adultery, more murder, it's just going to ramp up. And you have to understand this is by design as well. The trash has to take itself out. Man, that's how it goes. Sincerely, man. But that's not the only thing I want to touch on, you know what I'm saying? That's not the only thing I'm going to speak on. I'll look at it in a minute. But sincerely, man. We have to stop sweeping what matters under the rug, man. For real, it's not about us. It's about what comes after us. Now, if we're not doing what we're supposed to do, we're already at, come on, man. Y'all know what's going on outside, man. Y'all know. Even if y'all trying to ignore it the best, y'all know. Y'all feel it just as well as we do. Well, I know y'all feel it. That's all. I know that. For real, man. Stop ignoring what's going on in front of you. If your children need help, if they come into you and they tell you that this whatever you call a boyfriend, if they touching your daughter or even your son, man, they tell you something like that, and you call them kids a liar, you deserve hell. Understand that? You deserve hell. And I don't care if the kid is lying or, man, listen, make sure that they not. Put your kids first, man. Straight up. Put your kids first. For real, man. Man. Sick, man. All of these little girls running around with all of these complexes because they wasn't protected as a child, man. Now she in the club doing this and doing that because her dad didn't show her the way, or her dad did some weird freaks. Man, come on, man. We gotta break these generational curses, man. Sincerely, man. It's wild crazy, man. It is. Now, if you're not willing to do the work and if you're not willing to pay attention to your own children, then, you shouldn't be upset when some crazy stuff happens to them. Be prepared for it. You should be. Again, I'm not here to incite fear. I'm just here to spread truth, and that's what I'm going to do. And I can care less about how anybody feel about it. For real. You know what I'm saying? My mission is very different from others. But all of our missions matter collectively. You have to lead by example. You have to. Sincerely. You ain't doing it, man. You're doing something wrong, man. And then you can't be upset from the cycles that you and your children are going to continuously adore. Like, it's not going to change, man, unless you change the dynamic of your lineage, your bloodline. You have to change it yourself. You know what I'm saying? You do. Ain't nobody gonna do that for you, man. You're waiting on God in the clouds, and God is inside you, man. For real, for real. It don't work like that, man. You'll be waiting for the rest of your life, man. Literally. But to each his own. I'm not here to convince nobody, man. And all I'm gonna do is consistently tell the truth. Like I said, it's not my place to care about who feel about what. You know what I mean? Like, it's low vibrational anyway. Truth, love, and light, man. Peace, love, and light, man. I don't say these things for no reason. For real. But these kids need you, man. They need you to pay attention to them. Stop putting these kids in front of TVs and computers and these game systems, man. It's not helping them. It's actually corroding their. Don't get me wrong, man. You got some individuals like that are they're severely advanced. These kids, man, and if they are playing these games, man, they're turning it into income, man. You got some kids that's making money off of Minecraft and their Minecraft or whatever and they're making money, man. And you gotta basically give those kids, a pat on the back, man. Let them know that, man, they are above their time and they are different, man. Because when you got kids that think like that, man, they're different. For real, pay attention, man. If your kid is already saving money at the age of 6 type, man, listen, pay attention to it. Because you probably got you a different one. For real, man. But the different kids are usually the ones that go through the worst, trials when they're younger. And that's just a fact, man. I can't tell you why it's that way, man. It's not my job to know, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. It's taken a lot for me to even get to this point, man. I'm not finna sit up here and act like it was a walk in the park. I'm not gonna act like it was easy, man. This was the hardest thing I've ever had to endure in life. And I'm not finna sit up here and act and tell you like it's over, because it's not. I'm still going through tests. I'm gonna go through tests my entire life, just like you are. But I'm telling you, man, you'll be able to navigate these things, man, like it's second nature, man. Like, you are a gold medalist, man, in the Olympics, and you just basically, you gonna shine, man. You gonna rise. None of this stuff is gonna be able to stop you. None of it. Truth. Nothing. You're gonna put your mission above yourself. You're gonna put your mission above your children. You're gonna put your mission above life, understand? Because you know what truly matters. Now, when you tap in Just a little bit, man. Experience yourself, your true self. This, what you afraid of? You afraid to sit in the dark? Is you afraid of the dark? Are you afraid to cross your legs and just breathe? What are you afraid of? You afraid to talk to God? You afraid that I'm right? What are you afraid of? Come on, man. Get out of your way, man. Help yourself and your family, man. For real. You know, for the ones who are strong enough, for the ones who are ready to get out their way, I praise you, man. I do. Because I know that it's easier said than done. And I'm not going to sit up here and act like when I did start on my path, on my journey. Man, for real, family. For real. You're absolutely right. Fear is not real in the first place. You know what I'm saying? That was given to us at birth as well. Fear. It's not real. It's a made-up word, just like these street names. You know what I'm saying? Like, who thought of these street names? Who named these streets? Think about it, man. It's all designed, man. We're not supposed to live like this, man, inside of a grid, man. You gotta get out of the box, man, that they placed you in. Do you understand like how much technology has advanced in the last 20 years, but yet the school systems are still exactly the same in curriculum? Nothing's changed. Come on, man. I guarantee, man, the more of you waking up, the more of you accessing the God power that's inside you. Like, say, like, okay, you're a writer, right? And you're having a hard time, you know, finishing your book, or you're a singer and you're having a hard time, or, you know, writing your song, or a rapper, whatever, man. I need you to understand, and this is very real. You're already talented. You're already a creator. So when you tap into your true essence, it's going to amplify. You're going to hear music differently. You're going to see colors differently. You're going to be able to access knowledge that's already placed in you. The reason they call it downloads is because it's already in you. You're just remembering. I'm telling you, man. For real, man. My whole family, man. I can laugh at this now, but you know, it wasn't funny to me a little while ago. You know what I'm saying? Even my sister, man, was talking about ECMC putting me in you know, one of them padded rooms. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just, I couldn't stop talking about what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And you know, things got bad before they got good. And you have to understand that's a part of the process as well, because pain is what leads you to your true self. Stop running from the pain, man. Okay, she cheated on you. So, you know what I'm saying? You deal with it. You don't run from that pain. You basically, you know, you talk to yourself about it. Okay, why did it hurt me this bad? Is what you should be asking yourself. And why do I feel like I want to hurt this person because she hurt me or he hurt me? Why do I want to hurt them? You gotta understand, because that stems from some really internal damage. It was in me too, I'm telling you, and I'm only speaking from experience. It's all truth, man. I don't have a problem being honest about anything because I lived it. You know what I'm saying? Not just lived it, I've healed from it. I've healed from it all. That's why I'm able to share it all. I don't care. You gotta stop caring about the physical. You gotta stop caring about what people think, because you're never going to ascend if you stay stuck on the physical. Too fucks given type shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to think about you, your children, your future. That's it, man. Nothing else is gonna help. It's not. For real. For real. If you ain't fearing God, man, you already in the wrong lane. You know what I'm saying? You fear nothing. Fear nothing. Fear is low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? Scarcity mindset is low vibrational. Now, if you you trick your mind into believing the things that you doubt about yourself. I don't care if you have to keep telling yourself, man, listen, if your feet stink, keep telling yourself your feet don't stink. Eventually they're gonna stink. I know that's a really stupid, but I'm being serious, man. You can rewire and trick your mind into believing things that, you didn't believe the day before. You just have to be persistent. I'm telling you, the mind it's powerful. It really is. It's powerful. For real, man. And you can tap into it, man. You won't have to go ask your kids, is somebody doing something to you? Is somebody touching you in the wrong way? You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of moms that's on it, and a lot of dads that's on it as well. And I commend you all, sincerely, because you have to protect your children any means necessary. You understand? Because, when you find your God, your goddess within, and you're able to tap into yourself, right? You're going to notice how fast your discernment, it elevates. You'll be able to see things that you would have normally missed. Like, say if somebody's hurting your kid comes home from school, he or she is being bullied. You're not going to have to ask that kid that. You're going to know. Don't ask me how this works, because, it just is, You're going to know. You're going to know. You're going to know when you're being lied to. You're going to know when you're hearing the truth. You're going to know. And you're going to appreciate every time a person has the courage to tell you the truth, because you're so sick of the lies. You know what I'm saying? Example. You know what I'm saying? Like I talk about how, my mom instilled truth in me, but lied to me most of my life about, everything. The stuff that you don't even gotta lie about. You know what I'm saying? I'm past all of this. I'm talking about it because I'm creating relevance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to keep my mouth shut about everything that happened to me. And this is where everyone is going wrong. You're protecting people that don't give two fucks about you. I don't give a fuck if they're your blood, man. If they hurt you, let the fucking world know. Sincerely. Let them know, man. For real, man. It's time for judgment. Judgment is coming for you all. Especially if you're hurting these kids. Understand that. Understand that. Calm down. But I meant what I said. You don't have to go out and hurt these people, man. You don't have to do nothing to them. I promise you that. But what you have to stop doing is you have to stop sweeping your pain, your traumatic experiences under the rug. You have, in order to break these generational curses in your lineage, you have to tell the truth. Come on, man. I can't do it for you. You might tell me your pain, but unless you're actually dealing with it, it doesn't break these curses. And now your kids are going to have to worry about if somebody's touching them. Do you want that for your children? Do you want to even think like your brother or your sister could be doing something to your kids? Excuse my language. Do you want to think that your mom or your dad is doing something to their grandchildren? Or their aunties or man, listen, man, it's people, man, they have sicknesses in them right now, man. And they've always had it. It's just they've become so numb to it that it's okay for them to live in this plane of existence, the 3D, because honestly we're not even living on that level anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see me, you ain't gonna see me with no crowd of people, man. I protect my energy like it's man, listen, I'm not playing about it. For real. Like, people play about their money or the things that don't matter. I mean, they might matter to them, but the God within me, you know what I'm saying? My children, my family, you, the people who are actually trying, no, excuse my language, I don't like that word. The people who are actually doing and wanting better for themselves, the people who are striving to be a better version of themselves on a daily basis. Now, you don't even think about the mistakes because you're going to make them. Who's perfect? Nobody but God. Nobody but Source. Now, I'm gonna stop even saying that because people are getting a lot of things confused because, we're calling each other God so much, but you know what? You're not God, man. You don't hit that frequency until you walk out of the furnace, man. So honestly, you're on your way to being a God, but you ain't that yet. Just being honest again. You know? But don't get me wrong. There's a lot of us who are actually putting in the work and actually getting very, very, very good results. You know? I'm not here to put nobody down, man. I'm here to spread truth. I need you all to start spreading your own truths if you've gone through stuff, man. You have to stop caring about how they're gonna take it, you know what I'm saying? How your ego is gonna keep you vibrating low because you can't get out of your own way, man. So if they hurt you when you was a child, speak on it, man. Speak on it. It's only going to help you, not just you, your children, man. Break these curses. Break them. We all got to deal with people like drug addicts in your family. We all got to deal with people that's harming children in your family. Nobody wants that in their family, man. So unless we're doing something about it, it's going to continue. Not on the planet that I'm building, you know what I'm saying? That won't be tolerated at all. Like when I was up north, and even when I was in the county, man. You ask anybody who did time with me, you can't live with me if you hurt women or children. Ask about me. Ask if I'm lying. And man, listen, it's not like I was in there, man, portraying to be something that I'm not, man. I was myself. The same person that you're looking at right now, with the same demeanor, the same attitude. The only thing that's changed about me is the way I look at things, the way I feel. That's the only thing that's changed. And I can't ask for anything more than that. That's why, you know, I don't chase anything. I don't chase money. I don't chase validation, man. I chase me. I chase truth. And that's detrimentally, like, made my life so much better. I wake up, you know, even from like the higher days, I wake up like, man, what's gonna happen today? Like, you just never know what, you know, the universe, what source, what, you know, the most high, your highest self is going to let you experience. Because when you're accepting, when you're ready to experience new things, that's exactly what you're going to live. Sincerely. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard about manifestation now because it's the new craze, or it's been the craze. I just didn't understand it, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But I mastered that as well. I did. And it's only getting stronger as well, you know? I'm not going to go into all the things I can do because I don't want to talk about that. I just want to talk about what matters. What matters, man. Yeah, it's okay to get, you know, spiritual gifts and but honestly, what does these gifts matter if we're not actually doing something positive with them? If we're not doing what we're supposed to do with them? No. And then you have to, like, if you don't know, man, when you do tap into your gifts and you do experience things that might scare you initially, you have to understand every time you tap into them that it takes, like, it drains you. Like, say, because, okay, we're going healing. Like, you got a lot of people that can heal. They can heal through vibration. They can heal through touch. They can heal through, you know, Reiki. They can heal through sound healing, like the bells, the sound bowls, all type of stuff. It's all different type of ways to heal. Like, you can actually just, you know, when a person is going through a trying day, they're having a really bad day, and you say the right words that makes them feel better. That's just another form of healing. You feel what I'm saying? It is. It is. So we all have the capability to heal. We just have to choose to use the right words to do so. And it's transformative, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with wanting to be a better version of yourself, the best version of yourself? Because I can assure you, if you think your output on your creativeness is at like an all-time high, tap in and see what type of stuff you can do. For real. Tap in to who and what you truly are. Watch the stuff that's gonna happen. I'm telling you, it's real. Real, man. But the teenagers that are knocking themselves off, at a rapid rate right now because they feel like they don't have anyone to talk to, anyone to confide in. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking on behalf of them because I was them. You know what I'm saying? I know how it feels to be completely ignored. Your whole and your like just to feel invisible, surrounded by thousands of people. And if you are noticed, they're noticing you for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was younger, man, some people would probably consider me to have a lot of friends or be popular, but I wouldn't. The truth is, I was never comfortable in those settings. I was never comfortable around large crowds. You have no understanding what I was going through internally. I always felt more peace when I was by myself, and it seemed like anytime I got into a piece where I was by myself, just able to be calm in my own setting, in my own space. You got somebody knocking on your door, yo, what do you got? You got some weed, you got cigarettes, you got this, you got that. You know what I'm saying? And that was my own problem because, I enabled a lot of people. I did. I thought that was me being a good person, being a good friend, was making sure that if I had it, they had it too. But what I was really doing was hindering them because they're depending on me and not depending on themselves. And that's creating children instead of men. Understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff I wasn't paying attention to when I was a little younger. But I can't help but pay attention to every detail now, you know what I'm saying? I can't help it. And when you realize you're different and you start accepting that you're different, things change. They really do. They change. Now you have to give me a minute. But they do, they change, you know what I'm saying? You have to know that everything you put out there into the universe verbally, right? Because I tell you, word, the power of word. When you speak on your children, you speak life into them. You don't put your children down. You speak life into them. You speak life over them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand the children that you produce. They're here to give you lessons as well. You know what I'm saying? They're here to teach you the things that you lack. Like, say, if you lack patience, your daughter might be a cannonball, but she's here to teach you patience. Your son might be, extremely combative, extremely bad, always in fights, but he's here to teach you a lesson as well. Everybody that enters your life is here to teach you something. Now, if you learn a lesson from somebody and things just keep getting bad, that's because you didn't let them go. Now, you stop. Man, I understand that it's hard to break the cycles when you're used to somebody. You're used to the toxicity in a relationship. But if you don't let them go, you will not grow. You will keep experiencing the same stuff over and over, and just in different people with different faces. Can't make that up. Believe me. You can't make it up. Like, say for instance, you got a dude or a female, and no matter how good you is to these people, they keep mistreating you, right? They keep taking you for granted. You know what I'm saying? Keep thinking it's a game. And then you finally start realizing that you're stuck on an endless loop. A cycle that just keeps repeating itself in different ways with different faces. Because you're dealing with the same spirit, it's just in different vessels. You gotta understand, it's all a form of spiritual warfare. When you vibrate low, your vessel is susceptible to things coming into you. When you consistently drinking, it's called spirits for a reason. It's not a game. It's not a game. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not finna sit up here and tell you can't drink, you can't smoke. But if you do decide to do these things, these low vibrational things, that you at least give yourself room to grow your tolerance to these things. You know what I'm saying? Because everything you do, it's acceptable only when it's in moderation, and only when you're doing these things. Okay, like when I smoke my blunt or whatever, my rollie or whatever, what I do is I bless my weed. You know what I'm saying? I speak life over it. It's man, listen, and it's a lot of reasons that people have bad trips off of marijuana. It's because you're not understanding that this is grown from the earth. It's made from God. It's God given, you know what I'm saying, a tool. And people think that you're not supposed to smoke every day. It's not for that. It's actually for spirituality. It's for meditation. It's for connecting you to, different planes of existence. When you're going through, it's called a trip for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I did the research. I do the studying, man. Not to mention, I have insight. My guides, my ancestors, my angels, my highest self, the God in me, tells me what I can and can't read, tells me what I can and can't eat. He tells me what I can and can't watch. And I'm grateful. You gotta submit to yourself. Submit, man. It's only gonna make your life better. What are you running from? Try it. You might like it. Tell me, no, you will like it. You'll love this. You will. You'll love the new you. The people that's stuck on low vibrational frequencies, you'll notice that they're getting smaller and smaller and smaller as the world consistently shifts, and then you keep elevating because they're being left behind. Believe me or don't. I'm not here to convince anything to anybody. I'm done doing that. Sincerely. This world has shitted on me, man, significantly. By everybody that I called myself in love with. Everybody that I cared about, man, they fucked me. And that's the truth. Truth. I'm not mad at them, though. I'm not. I love them. I love each and every one of them. But I had to go through what I had to go through to be able to get to this place, you know what I'm saying? And that wasn't easy. It's not easy. Forgiving people that really don't deserve your forgiveness, that's not easy. For real, man. It's like one of the hardest things you can do in life, man, is to genuinely forgive. But you not just forgive because God knows real and God knows fake. You can't lie to your higher self. It's null and void. You have to understand you're wasting your time if you're not being brutally honest with yourself. Critically and brutally honest. You know what I'm saying? Only you can get out your way. Only you can get you out of your way, excuse me. It's real, you know? I thought I really had friends. I thought I really had family, you know what I'm saying? I was wrong. I was very wrong. But I love that. I love the way God showed me my trials, my tribulations, who was really down for me and who wasn't. Who was just there to reap the benefits of, my rise. I wasn't worried about it. I wasn't, even though it hurt like hell. And sometimes, it still does. Sometimes it still does, but I handle it differently. I handle pain differently. I don't run from it. I deal with what I have to deal with. If I gotta cry, I'm gonna cry. I don't give a fuck who watching. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I healed. I have peace. When you have peace, real peace, come on, man. It ain't something that you're gonna be able to give up. You're gonna fight tooth and nail for that thing. I'm telling you, once you really obtain it, boy, oh boy, man. You're gonna hurt something about your peace. You're gonna hurt something about your peace. Anywhere you can't, be in your peace, you're deuces. You're walking out the door. You don't care. You don't care about nothing. Nothing that nobody has. Nothing. You care about your peace, man. You ain't giving that up. Not if you're smart. But sincerely, man. All of this stuff that I'm talking about, it all ties into itself, you know what I'm saying? It really does. These kids that's going through hell right now, man, the ones that's having identity crisis, You have to understand, if we're not doing something, if we're not steering them in the right direction, then we're being a part of the problem. If you're not talking to them after school, asking them how their day was, asking, what went right, what went wrong, what did they learn, what did they see, what did they experience. If you're not, don't call yourself a parent, man. You might as well just be, a babysitter, because that's what you're doing. You babysitting your own children. You're not really involved. First thing they do is they get home, you sit a phone in their face. Now they just lost in the sauce, man. Like, come on, man, wake up. Wake up, man. It's all distractions, man. It's here to keep you vibrating low, man. You're not even understanding that every time you turn on your phone, your TV, especially these cell phones, oh, man, you got no privacy. But, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. It was really hard for me to deal with that aspect of, the privacy thing, because I'm really big on my privacy. And when you realize you actually have none, not just the spirits, but these motherfuckers in this government is watching you at all times too. Your phone's taking a picture of you every 5 seconds, 100 pictures every 5 seconds. Man, look it up, see if I'm lying. Look it up. Your phone, I don't give a fuck if it's off, man. You're not the power off. I mean, like, if you have it, black screen. Your phone is still taking pictures of you. For real. You got technology that can help you see it. It's truth. Your Android, your iPhones, all of them do the same thing, man. We have no freedom in this fake ass country. None. We have to stand up. We have to change this ourselves. You have to understand that they're not going to do this for us. They're not going to protect our children for us. You understand? Excuse me. Understand. That's a bad habit I got. I'm going to break it. Trust me. But anyway. Manifesting. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, excuse me, before I move on to this, I still wanted to touch on the pedophilia, the raping of these children, the generational curses, the women and the little kids, boys too, because you know what I'm saying, like, to be honest with you, I did experience, rape as a child. One of the people that called my mom her friend, you know what I'm saying? It's a crazy, okay, I'm just creating relevance, man, that, it can happen to little boys as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you got sick women just like you got sick men out there. It doesn't matter what color you is. They're in every family, man. You got pedophiles and rapos and I call them Chesters. Chester the molester ass niggas. But we have them in our families, man. And we have to shed light on that. I don't give a fuck if that's your favorite cousin, that's your favorite brother, your favorite sister. If they doing something wrong, stop it, unless you basically want to take that ass whooping from God as well. Because that's what's going to happen. You both going to suffer. You're both going to be accountable. God misses nothing. Understand that. Not the Most High. If we don't do something ourselves, if we just sit idly back and then watch people being, traumatized, you're not understanding what this is doing to these kids, man. Mentally, how many years they gotta walk with this on their back? How much is suffocating them to even breathe? To, you seeing kids get jumpy and like, come on, man. I can't help but witness this all, and I've seen it all since I was a kid. I've always been able to spot out pedophiles since I was little, and I don't know, man. It's weird, but it's truth. I can't. I've always known. And you know what? I was wrong, because anybody who know me, well, the adult me, I spoke up every time I had a feeling about somebody. I would tell who I would say it to, and I'm like, yo, I don't know why. This is because I didn't understand that I had these gifts at the time. So when I'm telling these people, like, be careful for this guy or be careful for her, because I see how they're looking at your child. You know what I'm saying? I feel how they're looking at your child. Why do you want a little ass kid that's not your own to sit on your lap, nigga? I got kids and I don't want them to sit on my lap. Like, come on, man. Nah. I mean, if that's your kid, that's a different story. But you have to understand, there's dads out there that's molesting their own children. Facts. And this is at a higher number than people would like to admit. You got mothers out here that like, come on, man. I've heard people have confessed these things to me, man. I'm not making none of this up. Like their mom and their dad sexually abusing them, their siblings as well, man. It's real. People have been telling me the craziest stories as of lately, just these last 2 years, man, and I can't keep holding this stuff in myself, man. I'm literally having to recharge for hours at a time, and people not understanding why I can't even go outside and enjoy life because I don't have time to recharge my vessel, because I'm consistently taking in what people are pushing out, because I care about what they're going through. I care about their children. I care about... I can't help it. But you know what? I'm not supposed to. I realize that. I'm not supposed to be able to help it. God is different. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is different. Source is different. Now, you could think that you yourself, it's you who created this universe. It's you who did all of this. You. Okay. To get out of our own way. For real. You're gonna have people, man, literally trying to sabotage your journey because they don't like their own life. You gotta be ready for that. You gotta stop accommodating people's feelings and put yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Honor your parents if you have them. I'm not saying you gotta, you know what I'm saying, if they messed up individuals, honor them from a distance. If you got messed up individuals and your siblings, honor them from a distance, man. But what we have to stop doing is we have to stop hurting each other. We have to stop hating each other. We have to stop doing this messed up stuff to these children, man. If you even suspect of somebody doing something to your friend's children, to one of your nieces or your nephews, or you know, your children, why ain't people getting bodied left and right, man? When it matters, y'all go out here killing niggas for street names and dumb shit. It's kids out here that's being brutally massacred. Y'all okay with that though, right? I'd rather fight for this street that I don't own, you know? Because I'll make a few thousand dollars a day on it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, really? You'll sacrifice yourself for this paper with, you know, slave owners' faces on it. You'll sacrifice yourself for streets that you don't own, for hoods that you don't own. Make it make sense, man, because the math is not mathing. Man, listen, you gotta overstand, man. You are being systematically put against each other, man. Systematically placed against each other. You are being used as a pawn, man, and you are all falling for it. Every time you go out here and go against your soul, with God placing you, go against your purpose, you're being used, man. You're allowing them to inhabit your vessel, to do what they want, to fulfill their agenda, which is to eradicate you and your family. Just being honest. But hey, the crazy guy, don't listen to him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But women, children, men, man, listen. Speak on your pain. Speak on it. Stop letting it go, man. Stop sliding this stuff under the rug, man, because it's not going to help you, man. If you were hurt, man, you speak on who hurt you. And you don't speak on it, you know what I mean? Like, you're not looking for revenge, because that's not how this works either, man. Revenge will not help you. You gotta let God, you gotta let Excuse me. You gotta let the universe, you gotta let source take care of these things for you. You have to. I'm telling you, you'll get real results then. Man, come on, man. I have people crossing me left and right, stealing from me, acting like they my friends, but they really doing me dirty behind my back. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, it's just a whole bunch of fake. You're going to consistently experience fake if you're not changing. Understand? Because it's you. You have to change your inside. You have to go through and do your work, man, for yourself. You have to, man. If you want real change, that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do. That's how you're going to attract the woman that you're supposed to be with. You know what I'm saying? Because not only will you attract her, you'll be able to pick which one you want because of your frequency. Like, I'm not even making no jokes about this, man. It's real. You're going to have a selection, man. And if you're a female, you'll have the same selection, man. You'll vibrate at such a high frequency that everything you want will become yours. But you have to be able to use your discernment to what's actually for you. Because you can end up in more endless cycles, man. Believe me, because I know I've experienced this. And I like to learn by trial and error. There's a lot of error. Believe me. A lot. But when you're obedient to it, like having sex, stop having sex with all of these women because you have no understanding what they're really doing out here. I'm telling you. Stop having sex with all of these dudes because you have no understanding what they're really doing out here. If they freak, they definitely beyond freaky now. I'm just being honest with you, man. Diddy's situation would be a laughingstock compared to what a lot of these motherfuckers is doing behind closed doors. I'm just being honest with you, man. And y'all over here judging people, you should be looking in the mirror. Because when you find that you can sit up here, oh, this person this and this person that. So if you're okay with doing this and saying this about somebody else, what makes you any better? Come on, man. It's the people who are doing this that you have to actually be worried about. If you're around a person who always gossiping, what makes you think they're not doing that up behind your back? Be real with yourself, man. It's a whole bunch of fake people with fake people vibrating on a fake ass level, man. Wake the fuck up. Straight up. I'm me. You ain't getting no sorries, no apologies, no nothing. Because I know who I am today. I know who I am. Real talk. You gotta find you. True you. Embrace your flaws. Embrace your mistakes. Embrace your pain. It's transformative. Don't run from it, man, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to run from it. Nah, we ain't running from nothing around here. I know who got my back. I can't lose, let alone be touched. To stop going around here pretending, man, that people are for you. All people are really doing is they're building groups on each other's. They're basically weaknesses, you know what I'm saying? Because when you got people that's in a large group that's always gathering together, that's because they're afraid to be alone. They can't survive on their own. They're not even gonna attempt to do what I had to endure. They won't even attempt it to see if they can do it at all. They're not going to try. They're not going to try to better themselves because they're comfortable. They're complacent with living the way they live. They think it's cool until they become obsolete, until your ass ain't even fucking around no more. Because that's what's going to happen. Just like that. Things again. I don't care about the follows. I don't care about likes. I don't care about none of that, man. I have real missions. My mission is what matters to me. My purpose is what propels me. And every time somebody tries to pull me down, all they do is accelerate it. God knows, man. God knows people's intention. God knows their envy. God knows their lustful ways. God knows it all. And I'm tapped all the way in. I know. I just don't care about certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate love. I appreciate honesty. I appreciate real collectiveness. I appreciate real people, man. That's you're not gonna get it right every day, but as long as you're trying, as long as you're attempting on a daily basis, as long as you're striving on a daily basis to become a better individual, give yourself a pat on the back, man, because it's not easy, especially in a world filled with demons and people who are okay with letting these demons in them. I mean, for real, you would think it's not real. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. But yeah, we all, not just the women, not just the children, we all need to, you know, speak on our pain, speak on what our family has gone through, speak on what we experience so we can actually each one teach one. You feel me? Like, I've experienced severe depression, severe suicidal tendencies, severe, like, abandonment issues, severe trust issues, like, you name it, man. You name it. Yeah, I experienced it. And that's how I know that if I can get past this stuff, anybody can. Because, like, mine is on another level. Like, Tony Soprano anxiety level. You know what I'm saying? To where you can have just a random panic attack because the wrong energy was in your circle and you don't even understand why you going through this. But this person's energy could be so dark, or you're thinking about something so stressful that you go into a panic that literally incapacitates you. You can't even breathe. You passing out behind the wheel. Like, come on. You're not dealing with your pain, man. Like, this is what happens. And if I can turn it off, you can too. Like, I suffered from, like, severe anxiety, severe PTSD, all of the shootouts, all of this, the crazy stuff, man. Like, come on, man. It does a number on your mind, on your body. If you're not healing from this stuff, it will affect you. If you're not dealing with the hurt that your mom caused you, or your dad caused you, or a bully, if you're not dealing with this stuff, it will literally detrimental, mental, like, psychological pain, man. Like, people, you have to stop running from what hurt you. You have to, man. If you wish to heal, if you wish to be a better individual, a better representative for your children, if you want to give them like something real to look up to, real aspirations, man, it starts from you. You can't expect your kids. Listen, man, let your kids be them. Let them be themselves. Yes, they look like you and stuff. They're yours, but they're not you, man. You gotta allow them to be them. They have their own souls. They have their own frequencies. They have their own purpose. They have their own missions, man. Let these kids be them, man. For real. Just, encourage them. Lead them the right way, man. You know what I'm saying? Support them. Be in their life, man. Because you know what that would have did for me when I was a kid? If somebody would just ask me what you learned today every day, like, do you have any homework? If somebody would just ask me if I had some homework, man, that would have made me feel like I was wanted. Like, just something small. Too many of us feel so alone, man, and we don't have to. But we have people that just are not in tune with themselves anymore. So you can't care about people when you don't care about yourself. I didn't care about myself. So why would I care about people outside of me? You know what I'm saying? Think about it, man. That's how I was able to do all of that stuff I was doing for so many years, man. Kicking in doors, laying, like, that shit ain't cute. You taking from people when taking shit that don't belong to you, that shit ain't cute. You know what I'm saying? I had to be real with myself, sit in my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop blaming people for my shit. You have to stop blaming people for your shit, man. That victim mentality shit is not gonna get you nowhere. Like, man, listen, I understand that I'm using a wild profanity right now. but I'm also being myself right now. And authenticity is key, baby. The good, the bad, the ugly is all necessary. Understand that. Because I finally do. I do. But these kids are going through it, man. And they're going to continue to go through it, man, until we say enough is enough. Speak on the ones who hurt you. We have to stop these generational curses. We do. So, and if and when you wish to get out of your own way, right? You just gotta deal with what you're running from. You gotta deal with that personal pain that you don't tell nobody about. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean you gotta broadcast your business on social media or whatever. All I'm telling you to do is sit with yourself, by yourself, and actually talk to yourself about yourself and everything that you've endured. You know what I'm saying? You talk to yourself, man. Your higher self is gonna listen, but you have to make sure to be brutally honest with yourself, because you're not gonna get anywhere lying to yourself, man. Nah, it's a waste of time. If you have ill intentions, don't waste your time with this, because you're not going to get anywhere. You have to be of pure light. You have to be of sound body, mind, soul. It has to be authentic. You know what I'm saying? You can't be playing with yourself. You can't be playing with this, because it's not a game. This shit will eat you up and spit you out like you last week's food. I'm telling you, it will. It does it to people who's not ready for it. A lot of people lose their minds on this road, but I'm telling you, as long as you stay vigilant, as long as you stay repetitive in yourself, in your evolution, in your, you know what I'm saying? Give me a minute, family. Give me a minute. I'm live. Anyway, excuse me, I'm not really sure where I was just at. I got distracted for a split second, but I can't really explain to you guys how many times, you know, just random women, or, you know, women that I've come across in life that have told me things like, you know, what their parents did to them, like what their dad did to them, or what their uncle did to them, or what your family member did to them. You know, I've had women tell me about what my family, how they experienced rape or whatever from like, you know how embarrassing and how messed up that feels? You have to understand, man, I'm not pointing no fingers, but on some real, I'm not finna not tell the truth. Listen, if you have fucked up ass tendencies and you like to touch children, when you get drunk or whatever it might be, you have to understand, you have some serious fucked up ass issues that you need to deal with. But you know what? I'm not sad about what I'm about to say next, because honestly, it's too late for you. It is. Yeah, obviously. It's too late. We also have to understand that the people that are not waking up, if they're not even starting on their journey, then it's already too late for them. You have to expect these people to pass away. And you have to let them go. The rapture is not what everybody thinks it is, man. It's ascension. If you don't evolve with the planet, you get left. The more people we wake up, the crazier this system, this government is going to get. You have to understand that as well. But that's all going to happen anyway. It's by design. You know, you can't really receive what's beautiful. You can't really receive what's new until you are able to release the old. And we all have to be able to release the old. Like, what doesn't suit us anymore? What doesn't fit us? Our versions, our new versions of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Like, love, family, love. We have to change for our collective, especially if you are a king or a queen. You know what I'm saying? You melanated. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about, black. I'm talking about Puerto Rican. I'm talking about Mexican. I'm talking about, the 12 tribes. If you have melanin, man, and you're listening, 9 times out of 10, it's on you to break the curses of your lineage. You might be the chosen one for your family. It's one in every single family. And one person has to break these curses, these chains. You know what I'm saying? We all get one in every generation. It's pay attention. I'm not finna stress about it. I did a lot of that, and I refuse to go that route again. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't get me anywhere. I got laughed at. Everybody and their mama was calling me crazy. You know what I'm saying? They expected the worst of the worst to happen to me, and I know they did because I was seeing it, I was hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention God was showing me everything. But I stayed quiet. Because I knew it was going to happen. I knew the truth. And I knew eventually they'd be running to me. And the ones who, you have to understand something. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to look at you with disdain. I'm still going to love you, man. Even the ones who hurt me. Truth. That don't mean I'm going to mess with you, though. That don't mean, that you'll be allowed to be back in my circle, my presence, because that's just not going to be acceptable. You know what I mean? I'm going to be real with you. I don't expect, apologies from the people from my past. I don't expect none of that. And I know 9 times out of 10 it's not going to be authentic. I'm going to know when I'm being lied to. It's just people who hurt God's chosen, man, they create the hell that they live in for themselves. And they got to understand, the more you do worse, like to people like myself, beings like myself, you don't just make your life bad, you make your whole family's life bad. And in more ways than one. I'm seeing it every day, man. I'm not gonna go into that though. Because honestly, I feel sorry for those people too. And it's crazy that you can feel sorry for the people who actually, you might feel like they used to deserve what the hell was happening to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could be so good to these people, man, and they still treat you like shit, lie on you. Make you feel you crazy. And actually make you feel you crazy to a point that you start actually believing it. Because that's what happened to me as well. I've been there. I need y'all to understand that everything that you might be going through, understand that I've been there. I'm telling you, more ways than one. But, as I consistently say, my story will be told front to back to front, cover to cover. I stopped doing, those videos because I know what my story is gonna do ultimately, as I consistently keep sharing it, as I when I finish writing my book, my novel, whatever. I'm writing a few things right now, but when that's done, it's really gonna help people, and I get it a lot. Even today, like, people don't understand how I came from such devastation, such messed up situations, and how am I able to be peaceful? How am I able to keep going? And I need you to understand that it's not me. It's never been me. I don't understand. Like, I questioned how am I even still alive? That it makes no sense. It really doesn't. It made no sense to me in the past, but now I get it. Now I know. Now I know it all. And I keep, I'm learning more. I'm learning more as each day goes by. you learn, the more you realize that you have to detach, like, more so from the physical, because it will take its toll on you, man. It will drive you insane if you allow it to. It really will, man. And I'm not trying to make anybody, feel some type of way, anxiety, fear. But it's truth. This road is not for the weak. And that's by design as well. But if you can make it through the fire without the detours, without giving up, don't get me wrong, you're going to get moments to where you feel like, man, I ain't doing this no more, man. It's too much. You're not going to be the only person who's felt like that. Believe me, I did as well. But every time I fell, man, I was able to get back up. And it's not about how many times you fall. It's not. It's about how many times you get your ass back up. It's about how many times your ass get back in the ring and continue to fight. Ain't nobody gonna do this for you. The ones who got the heart, man, the ones who willing to, fuck this, I'm gonna go, there's no better time like the present. You know what I'm saying? Procrastination is that's just another spirit, man, to keep you stuck in the loops that, do it. If you have an idea, go do it. If you have an idea to go right, man, go create. Go create. Stop wasting your gifts, your God-given gifts. If you want to sing, then go sing. And do it with every ounce of your being, man, and build the confidence to know that you're going to do what you got to do. So you can, as long as you feel good about you, man, as long as you're spreading peace, light, and love into this plane, man, it needs it. It needs it, man. You can't look outside without some crazy shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's so stuck on stupid. Twerking, doing little, I love dancing and stuff. Like, dancing is always cool, you know what I'm saying? But as long as it's, if it's not leading someone astray, you got men out here battling with serious addictions, afflictions, you know what I'm saying? Selling or selling all of their life earnings, spending all their life earnings on porn sites. You're not even getting any real physical experience, bro. I don't understand how people are doing that, but I'm not here to judge. I'm not, because I can't judge. Nobody. Porn addiction? Yeah, me. Man, come on, man. I go through it just like you all do. The difference is I refuse to go through it anymore. The difference is I sat with myself. And I did my work. I did the internal work. That's why I'm able to be here and do what I'm doing now, man. I had to go through the fire. I had to go through my tests, the furnace, refinement. You're not gonna be doing it by yourself, man. You won't. You got people like myself that, that's here to help you on your journey, man. You just gotta get beside you. Just get outside of yourself, you know what I'm saying? God is gonna help you. The God within, the Most High, the God within, your team of angels, your team of ancestors, your spirit animals, your spirit guides, man. You have a team. And they're just here to help you. They are. When you get to a certain point on your journey, you'll realize that there's parts of your life that you shouldn't have survived. You'll realize that you were never alone. Even in your worst moments, you'll realize you were never alone. But you'll also realize all that pain that you went through, that it was for a reason, and that it wasn't to harm you. It was actually here to help you, to grow, to experience, to learn, to be able to love, outside of you. I used to consistently tell myself, I love me. But was I being honest with myself? Because there's a person that loves themselves, right? Do they even think about committing suicide? Is a person that's loving on themselves, are they like being gluttonous? Are they just eating without, any moderation, anything, is a person and is an individual who loves themselves. Are they gonna be putting all of these bad things into their vessel, drugs, stuff that they know is harming their vessel? Listen, when you love yourself, you care about what you eat. When you love yourself, you don't do no red flags. The first time a person disrespects you, deuces. You know what I'm saying? You don't get no second chances over here. When you love yourself, you prioritize yourself first. You don't let nothing come between you and your Most High, because you are source, you are God, you are everything. For real. For real. 8:13. But it's real. It's real. For the mothers, man, because everything inside of me is telling me that it's a lot of more that's going on than we would like to, admit. But to all the mothers, that had children, come to them. To come to them and basically tell them their protector, whether it be, because I don't think no dad is going for this, not no, but there's a lot of women out there, man, who has kids, and they're in a relationship with a Chester ass nigga. Excuse my language, but yeah, with a Chester. She's in a relationship with a Chester, and this Chester is molesting her child. You know what I'm saying? Her children, sometimes plural, be molesting all you goddamn kids, and a lot of times she will know. The mother will know that her kids are being violated in the worst way imaginable. To even say it hurts, because I know that it's happening. It's happening. But when this does happen and these parents are not acknowledging these kids, when they'd rather choose dick or money over their own children, ask yourself, if you're this individual, if you know something that's going on with these kids, right, and you don't do nothing about it, or you don't even care enough to make sure that these kids are protected, because it's your job to protect them. When you're not even acknowledging their trauma, when you're not acknowledging their pain, when you're not even trying to believe them or act like what they're experiencing isn't real, have any idea what you're really doing? You're taking part in that that assassination of their heart, of their childhood. You are literally doing it to them yourself. So you think there's not going to be reprimands or punishment for this evil? Do you think God is going to let this slide? The God in me ain't letting none of that slide. Smoke. I do. In the name of the Father, in the name of the Mother, in the name of Source. I want all the smoke, and I'm here to bring it. I literally asked my Father, when things do get heavy, and you pull all your whatever, leave me here. Let me act up. That's what I want. Think you gonna give me what I want? Discernment is on 1,000. I'm gonna know you're a pedophile. I'm gonna know you hurting children. I'm gonna know you hurting these women. I'm gonna know you don't deserve the air you breathe. I'm coming. Wait till I get the green light. Peacefully, respectfully, destroy you. Watch. That's what it is. But it is what it is. Truth. I don't care about how anybody feel about what. It's tough over here. want to feel this way, man. I never did, man. I just wanted to live. I want peace. That's all I ever wanted, man. Wasn't able to have that. I have it now. I'm grateful now. I'm grateful for it all. But it still doesn't change what's burning inside of me. And what's burning inside of me, man, it can't be extinguished. The only thing putting this fire out is my parents. And that's when I go home. Until then, this world is gonna feel my mother's and my father's wrath. Source. I'm not playing with nothing and nobody. Understand? Overstand. I need you all to get back to who and what you truly are. I need you all to care again about not just yourself, but about each other, man. We can do this. We will do this. And if you're not willing to, play on the right team, just be ready to deal with the consequences, because every choice and every non-choice has its consequences. It's just that simple. It's not really rocket science. But we all sincerely have to release the illusion of control. Like we actually have any type of control in this, because we don't. We don't. None of us. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Pinocchio most days on strings. I can't make this up, but I love it. I do. Because I know who I belong to. I know what I belong to. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't get any better than that. It really doesn't. It's beautiful. For real. And it's worth it. It's so worth it. God's presence, you really have no understanding what you're capable of. With your team, with your family backing you. You have no understanding how much you are truly loved. Not just unconditionally, but eternally. Through all eternity, you are loved. You will always be loved. You come from source. You are source. You are the divine. You're just in human form. Everything that I'm saying, you already know, man. You just have to remember it. That's how it works. When they call it a download, that's all it really is. That's what it means. You know what I'm saying? Just remember it. It's already inside you. You're just downloading it. You know what I'm saying? The truth is, the sun is what's gonna help you. The sun. You go out there, you sunbathe, you go out there, you sun gaze, you go out there, you meditate, you go out there, you ground in nature. When you are in nature, it's easier to connect, it's easier to stay connected. Especially if you're having a bad day. I would recommend, say you're having a very stressful day and the breathing techniques aren't working, the meditation isn't working. I'm telling you, what always will work is nature. Grounding. You know what I'm saying? In grass, walking barefoot in grass. Just hugging a tree. Hugging a tree. Yeah, I do that too. I do a lot more than that, but yeah. And it feels good. It feels good, A lot of you are in tune with your gifts already, and you're experiencing a lot of, different things. Some people are literally conducting orchestras with animals, birds, and little girls. People are telepathically speaking to animals at the zoo, and people are experiencing telekinesis, and they're experiencing audio, visual, remote control viewing, forms of mind manipulation. A lot of different stuff. People are experiencing a lot of different stuff, man, and I'm just so happy and proud of each and every individual, man, who's, putting in the work to become the being that they're destined to be, the ones who are chasing true purpose. You're not chasing, you're chasing, excuse me, if you're chasing, no, I'm not gonna say that, I don't feel sorry for you, I don't feel sorry for nobody, it is what it is, and what will be, but when you have purpose, like true purpose in your life, you have it all. The moment you can see that it's not the affirmations that you use, it's actually a collective of all of those things. But the only reason your manifestations aren't working most likely is because you're not yet to the point to where you become what you wish to manifest. Like it doesn't. The fake temporary stuff, when you sell your soul, you can accumulate, wealth, quote unquote, in a pretty rapid, rate. And I'm not gonna hold you. You know how many? Like I have receipts of everything. Like I'm gonna be able. In my book, it's gonna be everything. You know what I'm saying? All my receipts of everything that's happened. And like I don't give a fuck about how anybody felt about what. Truth is truth, and all truth will be exposed. Talk to God about it, not me. So yeah, if you ain't do nothing wrong to me, you don't got nothing to worry about, But yeah, I am not doing that for clout, and I'm not gonna say no names, not even in my book, because you're already gonna know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna know who you are. You're gonna know what you did. And I guarantee, at this point, God is already making you pay for what you've done. God don't play about his. Definitely not about me. I'm just being honest. So all of the people that sending black magic my way, spells, trying to take me out with dumbass, weak-ass black magic, how I feel. What you going through? You losing any family members yet? I don't feel bad no more. If you coming for me, you deserve it. God's gonna take care of you, so I don't have to. The most I get is probably a cold. I understand what your black magic is doing. You're giving me a fucking cold. That's it, that's the most. I get a little tired, yeah. But you see I'm still here. I'm not dead. I won't die until my mission is complete. Understand that. Can't nothing touch me. Nothing. And that's just me being honest. Real talk. I felt bad for the people who were attacking me, sending spells at me. I felt bad for them. Can you imagine that? I did. I don't feel bad no more. I know the truth. I know the covenants that they working together, they weak ass magics to knock people like myself off. You know what I'm saying? Because we're spreading truth. Because you too pussy to try to do it your fucking self. Pussy, you're cowards, all of you. You're cowards. You sit behind your fucking witchcraft, your spell books. Y'all pussy, all of you. Pussy, straight pussy. Truth. Call it what you want to. I ain't here to lie to nobody. I wasn't even gonna bring that up, but some told me, you gotta speak on that too. I'll listen. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that's going on with these teenagers is because of this black magic as well. It's because of, the curses that they got on our children. But I'm telling you, you can stop it. You can break all of that stuff if your kids are being, afflicted with sick thoughts, I'm telling you. And if you feel like therapy is not helping you, if you feel like none of this system, man, listen. Send them to somebody like me. I'm telling you. Just talking to them, you'll be surprised what that can do. I'm not being funny, I'm being honest, man. I'm here to help. I'm not here for validation. I'm not here for likes. I don't give about none of that, man. I'm here to help. I'm here to win. My mission will be complete. That's what I care about. Understand? That's why my elevation is consistent. You know, even when I get stagnant, I keep rising. Every time somebody pull me down. Come on, Toya, talk that. You right. God said, touch not my anointed. And that's what they keep doing, though. They crazy. I don't get it. They're not learning. But you know what? Some people are just really stubborn. Touch not my anointed. I declare and decree the assignment of thy enemy is canceled in the mighty name of Yeshua. Man, stay covered in the blood of Christ. That's real. That's real. Now, you know, I love Christ. I am Christ. You are Christ. But there's it's more misnomers now, because you gotta understand, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, all of you. Like, I can give two F's about how you feel about it, because I'm going to tell the truth. You know, like, usually it wouldn't bother me, but as I get closer and closer to my true self, yes, you are. Of course. Right? And that's what I'm trying to explain to people. If you're alive in these times, 9 times out of 10, you're here for a reason. You're just not waking up to it. I'm telling you, to be born in these times, to be alive in these times, you have to sign up for this. It's not easy. We gotta, inside of us. When you do tap in, for those who, you know, are discovering different stuff, when they tap into their dream states, into, you know, the different planes of existence, when you go within yourself through meditation or whatever, you know what I'm saying? When you tapping in, right, and you're experiencing what's going on, Jack. But Toya, yes, you are. I'm not playing when I say this. It's not, you have to understand, it's not me, it's not everybody. You're all chosen. You're all the children. You are. You just have to choose it for yourself. Real talk. You gotta choose it for yourself. Listen, it's one thing to be looking like you're putting in the work with your, you know, social media posts and your likes and your, you know, everybody's following everybody and all of the bullshit that don't matter. It's all bullshit. Because I'm telling you, God don't care about none of that. The mother nor the father, they don't care about none of that, man. They don't care about the lies. They don't care about how you feel. Excuse me. They do care about how you feel. But they don't care about the fake. They don't care about that. You gotta understand, if you're doing this, if you're chasing money, if you're chasing the wrong stuff, if you're chasing to control people, you get the temporary. You get the substitute. You don't get the light. You don't get pure love. You don't get the actual power. But I'm telling you, if I can do it, if I can reach this frequency, so can you. You just don't take the detours. Everybody that's taking these detours, man, they're chasing validation. They're chasing likes and they're chasing fame. Man, God gonna give all of that shit to you. You ain't gotta ask for nothing but wisdom. I'm telling you, be smarter. Be like Solomon. Don't be like the rest of these sheep, man. Be a leader, man. You here for a reason if you alive in these times. I'm telling you. You here for a reason. Now it's on you to choose. It's about the path you choose. On some real talk, man. It's about the path you choose. Like, because it all matters, man. Every thought you have, every action, every single intention, man. The intentions behind every thought. You have no understanding how much it boosts your frequency. So say like you plan to start fasting soon, right? With the intention behind it, with the intention behind going to work out, with the intention to go ground, and with the intention to meditate. When you put intention behind anything, it accelerates. And it, you know, intention, pure intention, not the fake stuff, man. Stop chasing this fake stuff, man. Stop chasing for validation. Stop, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff to please people that's outside of you, because it's not helping you. It's not helping you. Wisdom and discernment, man. Yes. Yes. I see somebody's putting in work. Yes. I'm doing something respectfully, please and thank you. Like, just give me a moment. You know, it's wild. It's wild, and a lot of the times, the things that we're experiencing them because, you know, we're ignoring what we're supposed to be paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're dealing with the same type of men and different men, that's because you're not learning, you're not breaking your cycle. Understand what I'm saying? You're stuck in a loop. You're going to keep attracting the same men in different bodies, and I can't make this up. That's what's going to keep happening. And that's vice versa for the men. If you're sitting up here, you're living the wrong way, you're leading the wrong way, you're going to keep attracting exactly what you put out. You understand? That's how this works. We are mirrors. Mirrors. We're reflections. When we talk bad or down on somebody, it's just basically we're talking bad about a part that we don't like about our own self. The mirror on the wall. Come on, man. We gotta be better. It's time. And I know we all are capable of doing it. We all are. Because believe me, if I can do it, then anybody can. I'm not just saying that lightly. I mean that. For real. You gotta tap into the God that's within you. The God that's within you. I share. For real. But these dark addictions, teens being attacked, trafficked, evil rituals, lies being told to them, breaking the chains of depression, suicidal spirits, man. It's a multitude of just corruption, just basically vile beings, parasites, because that's what they are. They're parasites. Come and mess with somebody who can actually stand against you, who's not afraid. In due time, because I'm here to fight. I'm not here to just, you know what I'm saying, at 7 years old, I already knew what I was going to be doing. I didn't think God is different. I'll tell you that much. Anyway, what we are experiencing right now at this time in this age it's really a cosmic opening. It's a reset. It is a reset. And the fact that they're not getting the masses to, you know, do what we usually do, which is basically F ourselves over collectively. You know what I'm saying? The moment they declare martial law or some crazy stuff, we out in the streets, we looting and rioting, we turning against each other. That's not going to happen this time. That's not going to happen this time. They're going to be surprised at our resilience. They're going to be surprised at how we're able to come together versus tearing each other down and harming each other. Don't get me wrong. You're going to have those who don't, you know, who don't. They're not going to basically, you know, they're not going to go through this well. But that's not, it's just because they're not supposed to. You got to understand that. People who are losing their stuff, they're going 8-ish, they're supposed to. Their frequencies are way too low. The people that's crashing out on a daily basis over stuff that don't even make sense. You gotta understand, man. It's supposed to happen. No matter how it might look, it's supposed to happen. And it's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to ramp up. You're not out there getting the sun that you need, the sun that your body, that your DNA requires. You're going to make it hard on yourself. So when it's time for your body to basically force yourself, because your body is going to literally force you to go through these processes, you're going to lose your appetite. Your body's gonna force you to start fasting. You're not even gonna understand why. You don't like the stuff that you used to like, as far as food. Or you're gonna feel like you're hungry at times, and then you look at food, you're getting nauseous. Like, man, you have to understand that these are normal as well. These are called ascension symptoms. They're just basically your body, your DNA is evolving, and it's all part of the mitochondria. Your DNA, the mitochondria in your DNA is basically it's going through metamorphosis, like a caterpillar in a cocoon turning into a butterfly. Like, you have no understanding what you could really do, man. Like, just being able to heal yourself with thought. This is what fasting does for you. For the people who suffering with the C, you know what I'm saying? I can't say certain things. Please, I need somebody with enough, web design skills, man, to preferably, black owned or, people owned. It don't even gotta be black, because I don't care about that. Just be for the people, man. Don't let the system corrupt you, or your vision, or your creativeness. Don't let these parasites, steal from you, man. Because that's what happened. That's what happened to the TikTok dude that got bodied, man. They knocked him off and then take over his platform. Now Facebook own TikTok, and it just got worse with the man. Come on, man. I just had to create my 4th page. Know what I mean? Now they really hate me. I'm just gonna say that they hate me, but I get it. They hate me for a good reason. Hate me for a good reason, and I don't mind. I actually appreciate that hate. I do. It means I'm doing something right. I know you are all tired, man. I know you are. We have the power to shut this whole thing down in one day if we just stick together in doing it. One day, that's all it would take to dismantle this whole system. Just one day. 24 hours. Probably not even 24 hours. I guarantee if we implemented the plan that we all know that we must go through with in order to take what's ours back. But you got people living in fear. Oh, I have to pay my bills. Pay your bills? The world is ending, you fucking retard. You're out here still going to work. The world is ending and you're still paying bills. Make it make sense. Wake up. Excuse me, but that's insanity. That's insanity in its finest form. That's insanity. Come on, man. They can't make you pay bills if nobody's paying it. Everybody shut down. Everybody stop going to work. Everybody stop paying for fucking gas. If everybody do it on the same day, this shit is done. One day. That's all it takes. Facts. Not even probably half of a day. To be honest with you, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta be scared, man. You gotta stop being scared. You gotta stop living in fear. You gotta stop letting this shit control you. It's real, man. I'm not finna sit up here and tell you not to go do something that you're gonna go do anyway. Because I know most people are sheep. They're scared to get out of their own way. Like I commend the people who are going out starting their own businesses and they're working for themselves. They're doing stuff that they love to do for themselves. Now that's different. You understand what I'm saying? That's different. Now, if you're going out here and you're working for these 500 Fortune companies, right? What are you? Come on, man. You see my body, man? You see I have back surgery, neck surgery, shoulders, 2 shoulder surgeries for companies that didn't give 2 fucking shits about me. Nothing. I get injured on your job and you fucking fire me? Make it make sense. Now, I'm not upset about this, but I know people who are. I've endured everything I had to go through. When I express myself sometimes in ways like that, you have to understand that a lot of these times it's not my own emotions. I am a Hyoka empath. I feel everything. I sense everything. I sense people's energies miles away. I can't control it. It's just who I am. It's real. You got people out here, man, they are good people, man, and they keep getting hurt. And I just don't understand that, nor will I accept why it has to be this way. Especially if we have the power, if we have the will to change it. We all do. We all do. For real. Come on, man. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. Stop falling. I hear you, Toya. Yeah. But, yeah, the chosen usually are. That's how it starts. But start doing your research on what you really are, and I guarantee, man, you won't regret it. Because that's how it started for me. I just was trying to figure out, why I experienced the things I experienced as a child, or in my teenage years, or even in my adulthood. Why I feel the way I feel. How is it possible for me to? I'm not going to talk about that right now, but the empathetic thing. You know what I'm saying? We could start with that, and I can't share about that. There's a title. Okay, there's levels to empathy as well. Like the Hyoka being the highest level form of empathetic. And you have to understand that it's all basically in us. It's in us. It's in us all. We all have the capacity to be empathetic. We've become so nullified, so conditioned to this. What doesn't matter? And I'm gonna be honest with you, everything is a vibratory motion. Everything has energy, and everything is alive. You just have to understand it. And when you do, and as you grow and evolve, you'll understand that everything around you is in constant motion. Everything is moving. You have to be able to see it. And as you dig in that rabbit hole, I'm telling you, man, the things that you're gonna find, it's gonna hurt. The truth is so much more messed up than the lies are. But don't let that stop you. Don't let that discourage you. You be prepared for that. And when you need help, you just reach out to your tribe, to your people that's going through the same stuff that you're going through, because you have to understand and be prepared for people to misunderstand you. People to think you're crazy, especially your family. Be prepared for that. But you can't let that matter, man, because you're not doing this for anyone outside of you. You're doing this for your highest good, for your children's future, for your lineage, for generations after you. This is why you're doing this, understand? You're keeping your bloodline alive, understand? I want you all to make this, man, because you all have the capability to do so. But you have to understand, just doing nothing is not going to get you anywhere. Doing the fake work is not going to posting, stuff about God is not. That's not how it works. It's not. You can say that you a God-fearing individual. You can sit up here and be preaching 1,000. You can know all the verses of the Bible and still not get in. Understand what I'm saying? This is facts. It's facts. None of that matters. The only thing that truly matters is your connection to Source, to the Most High. Your connection to your highest self. Because everything, you have to understand, your highest self is your connection to Source. That internal voice, that internal dialogue, the higher self that's in there. Now, when you're able to go through your shadow work and you're dealing with, the things that happened to you as a child, the things that affected you as an adult, whatever your, experiences is in this physical existence, when you deal with those things, right, you'll get to a place to where be able to, well, some of you will be able to visualize, because you have some people that are dream walkers, people who can shift their own realities. It's all mental. Listen, when you get to a point to where you're asked if you want the light or you want the temporary, you want the dark, do not sell. Understand? You're going to get people offering you money. Do not take it. I can't make this up. Do not take it. It'll be the worst decision you ever make in your life. You take it the hard way. The hard way. Do not settle. You'll know it's not for you. You'll feel it. You'll think that it's a blessing. You'll think that it's of God, that it's from God, but you will know before you take it. I'm telling you, do not take it. Do not take that money. I got faith in you guys. I got faith in each and every one of you, man. But don't sell. You won't get the light. You only get the appearance. And that would be really sad for a person to basically, get to a certain point on their journey and then end up selling, and you're so close to your breakthrough, to your harvest season. You know what I'm saying? Use your discernment. Listen, the queens, the goddesses, your intuition is already subpar. You just gotta tap into it. When you're a woman, you're born with natural gifts, just naturally. You already are born with, I'm not gonna go into it, just do the work for yourself. Do the work for yourself. Remember to love and place yourself first. If you have an individual in your relationship, whether it be family, friends, whatever, pay attention to how they talk to you. Pay attention to the way they talk to you. Pay attention to how it feels when they talk to you. Now, excuse me, if you're dealing with people who don't have your best interests at heart, you already know who it is. You know who it is. You're dealing with these people on a daily basis sometimes, and the only time they really want to come around you is to keep you in a low vibration. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what these agents do. You know what I'm saying? They basically plant themselves inside of the people you care about, and they use their vessels against you. Family, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, kids even. They're agents as well. If they are not radiating high, if they can be used against you, and that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt, and that's gonna be one of the main reasons why you're gonna have to go into solitary. You know what I mean? Like, go camping or something. That's what I did. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets crazy. They'll use your children against you. They'll use the people you love the most against you. You don't wonder why these motherfuckers is crashing up for no reason. You just sit back and you think I mean? Like, it will. Oh man, I can't make this up, man. I cannot make this up. But when my book does, when I'm done with my book, and I, you'll see. Because I'm not gonna leave anything out. Beautiful. How was your nap? Anyway, you'll know. It's worth it, I'm telling you. It really is. Toya, the first step is to admitting to yourself who and what you are. Now, when you know you an empath, listen, whenever you need, man, like, matter of fact, I have this subscription thing, and I'm gonna be doing private, like one-on-ones with, my tribe. And I'm gonna be sharing like stuff that I can't share with the public, but I'm gonna be honest. It's not about money over here. So if you gain entry, that's because you prove that you're chosen, not because you're saying you're chosen. The chosen, you gotta, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna know. So, but that's how it starts, man. When you tell yourself, when you choose to be chosen, because that's all it really is a choice. We are all children of God. We are all children of the Most High. We are all divine. We are all source. We are everything you can think of. We are all of us. It's just how far are you willing to go to stay closer to God? How much do you want? Like, what do you want? What do you really want? You know what I'm saying? I think that's a question that we all have to ask ourselves and be brutally honest with yourself as well. For real. Honesty is always and forever will be your best policy. You found them? But yeah, it's truth. Elevation. Consistent elevation, You'll see how many of your ancestors or your guides or your angels, you'll start to not just see things, but you'll hear them, and it's called clear audio. Some of you will be well advanced in this it's called clairvoyance, and that's when people listen. You're gonna learn all this stuff for yourself. But the people who subscribe to my channel, the people who are at the floor seat, you'll get the best of the best, because you're going to access everything that I have endured, and I'm telling you that to be able to pick this mind, you'll be able to just basically hop over obstacles that most people will have to endure because you have little insight. I'm going to teach you how to tap into yours. All of you. You'll be able to teach your children. And y'all all could be billionaires and millionaires amongst each other, man. And one hand washes the other, you know what I'm saying? Iron sharpens iron. Collectively. We're not here to be workers. We're here to be leaders. We're here to be kings. We're here to be queens. We're here to be, you know what I'm saying? We're here to dismantle this already dying system. And it's necessary. It truly is. It's all necessary. But again, the children are the main targets. The church needs your testimonies. So I challenge you, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to go anywhere and make problems, make troubles. Don't cause friction. Don't argue, because you have to radiate positivity. It won't for a while now. People always think, let them. That's a blessing. Let them think you crazy. That's always a good sign. I'm telling you. That's like really a really good sign. Hold on to that. And like, embrace it. Embrace it. Because I'm telling you. Wait till they catch up to you. They're gonna be calling you, and all the people that hurt you in your past, they're gonna be trying to get back in your life, and they're gonna be doing this singing and song dance, you know what I'm saying, trying to just even get next to your energy. But I'm telling you, at that point, you're gonna be like, man, listen, I appreciate it, but keep it separate. And that's real, that's a real sign of true healing, is when you know that the people who had a certain control over your heart, over your mind, and a lot of times both, because that's how we all get stuck on stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's not just our heart, but we all like to, we're stuck in these cycles of habit, and a lot of us are afraid to be alone. So we'd rather deal with people who are toxic than actually deal with ourselves and grow out of it. Yes, it is facts. It is. It's all real, man. You're gonna notice that the people who hurt you the worst are gonna be the ones who calling you the most, acting like they care about, you growing or doing better, when all they really doing is wanting access to your energy because they see something different and they just want to basically attach because they're a parasite and they're still dealing with parasitic ways. And you can't allow that to get to you either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be able to discern all of it. You can't worry about none of that stuff. For real. We all need God right now, more than we think. We need the God within. We need the God, without. As above, so below. Everybody want to say that they this and that they that they, they Christian, that they Baptist, that they spiritual, that they, But the funny thing about that is what I've come to realize is that you say you believe in God. Oh, I believe in God. I'm at church every Sunday. But as soon as you get a person, right, you get the appearance of godliness, but you denying the power. That's the most hypocritical shit I've ever. Excuse my language, but I care. For real. And that just blows my mind, man. It's crazy. It makes no sense, but yet here we are, I'd rather go in these churches, man, and give these people your life savings, man. Just so they can go buy them a new car, a new house, or build a new church, which is going to take more money from the people instead of just helping more people, They could be building shelters. They could be building, these domestic hubs for women or children who have nothing, or building, some type of foundation to where they can be feeding the children, the homeless. Actually building something that's going to last, that's going to help people, get off the streets and get back into oneness with themselves, with nature, like each one teach one. It's real. One hand washes the other, man. Iron sharpens iron. Like, stop going out here spending your money on shit that's not going to increase in value. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to spend a lot of money next tax season, or whenever you get whatever money you about to get, right? Do something smart. Don't go buy a car, right? Go buy a painting. Go spend a rack on a painting and watch that motherfucking increase in value, man. You're gonna learn. You're going to learn. You're gonna learn, man. It's you. It's always been you that's hindering you. It's always been you. You have to reprogram your mind. For real, man. Neville Goddard, man. Joe Dispenza, man. The best teacher in life is always going to be you. You have to understand that. It's always going to be you, not me, not nobody outside of you. It's always going to be you, but you. Let me get there. Yeah, but yes. And when I say you, I'm meaning your higher self, and your higher self reports directly to source. You have to understand this. The protection that you receive, you're getting it from source. The angels, yes, the angels that you have around you, man, your guides, your animals, your spirit animals, man. You get those type of gifts to where you're clear audio, you're clairvoyance, and you'll be able to see certain things that most people won't be able to see. It's trippy and it's scary as heck, but don't let it scare you. Fear is not real, man. You have to just keep telling yourself, man, time, not real. Fear, not real. These words are really spells. These words, you know what I'm saying? These holidays, they're rituals. You have to distance yourself from these rituals. You have to distance yourself from these spells, or be stuck in the same cycles. I'm here to help you break these cycles on yourself, that's on your family. You know what I'm saying? We all have to deal with these cycles, and we all have a curse breaker in our family. Now, if it's you, it's time to get to work, man, because we are all needed. We are all needed. If you're listening for a reason. Like, I know that most people were doubting me. I know that, and I don't blame you. I sincerely don't. But I'm not gonna act like it didn't hurt. I'm not gonna act like it still doesn't hurt, because I remember everything. I feel everything. But that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because I also know that ultimately I was gonna get to this point to where you had no choice but to believe, because God is not going to allow you not to. Now, whatever stories you're hearing, or because everybody has a story, and everybody would like to think that their story is the correct one, or what they learned is the correct way, and that's just going to hinder you. Stop thinking you know it all. We all have to stop doing that collectively. We have to be able to learn from one another collectively. Love. Let's start there, alright? But yeah, I did an hour extra than I was supposed to do, so I'm just gonna say what I always say, because it's the truth, that I love each and every one of you. Every ounce of my being, I love each and every one of you, and that's real. And I want to see you all win. I want to see you all get out of these shackles that had us bound for so many cycles, so many generations. But I'm here to say that this stops now. We are not alone. We're not. It stops with us. Save the children.